Yizzo, peace and love to all the Moors, peace and love to all the fam. Hope you're feeling amazing on purpose today. You know your boy definitely is. Just come to point to the pond a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Really got to keep hammering on this health thing because, like, we accept it so much. Like, I was trying to get one of my clients to just think about, you wouldn't eat the ingredients individually. So, like, say you go get, like, something as simple as a loaf of bread, right? You see all the ingredients that's on the bread? And I'm not saying you can't eat bread. I just want you just to think about this, just food for thought. It will help you make better decisions. All right, so if you're looking at a loaf of bread, not a fresh bakery, like a pre-nature zone or something like that, right? It's gonna have so many different ingredients. Like, now, if you made bread, you know it's only flour, yeast, sugar, oil, whatever herbs you want to put in there. That's about it. Maybe, I forget, maybe a couple other things, but like, it don't have all these other ingredients in it, but they have to put these in there for it to last. Okay, so I like let's just be clear on that. Now, what I wanted to bring to the picture is, like, we wouldn't consume those ingredients individually. No. So if I came and you were sitting down busting a grub, and then I brought over some, let me see, I got a container here, got some trail mix in here, but like I said, because we all guilty of it, you know what I'm saying? If I brought you over a cup of palm kernel oil, would you eat that? Would you eat, what is this here? Because this ain't really natural flavors. You don't really know what they disguise all that. Natural flavor, I believe that come from like the sack of like the beaver's urine tract or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it comes from like a gland inside like the beaver's like urinary tract area. All right, but like a soda or a juice, things like that. Like, if I came up with just the broken down chemical form of it and say, hey, let me add this into your water, you wouldn't drink that because you would think like, man, that sounds crazy. But like, because they dress it up in this beautiful disguise called like a Coca-Cola or a pancake or a Danish or a honey bun, we're forgetting that the stuff that's in there is toxic and poisonous just because the end product is tasty and sweet. Right? I'm at the chiropractor the other day. I hear a lady talking about how she's not gonna give up her sweetest fish. She gotta have the sweetest fish. Like, she's not even realized that she's not really liking the sweetest fish. She's addicted to the sugar in the sweetest fish, and the chemicals, the red dye and all that stuff, what it's doing to her brain to make her want to continuously go back to seek that high over and over again. Like, the sooner we can start to grasp those concepts and those thoughts, it'll make life much easier for us on a health standpoint, because we'll stop accepting it. All right, and then stop being so comfortable with being unhealthy. Like, I'm watching unhealthy people make unhealthy decisions just repeatedly over and over and over and over and be so comfortable about it. And it's like, then they'll say like, you're fat shaming. Like, no one's fat shaming. We're life saving. So if I'm offering valuable life saving information, you're doing something that's critically destructive to your body. How do I become the person that is now shaming? Especially if I'm doing it respectfully, or if I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to try to justify helping people. Like, it's just getting to a point, and it's not just me. When I say it's tons of people out here who are trying to help other people who are unhealthy, and then it becomes to a term of fat shaming. And it's like, nah, we're not fat shaming. We're life saving. We're just giving information. Like, they just come up with new words and different terms to make you get comfortable with your unhealthiness, like type 2 diabetes. Like, that means you are just eating an amount of food and you're not exercising to a certain extent that your body is basically not working properly, and they're going to call it type 2 diabetes because it's resembling characteristics of what type 1 is doing. but that's a physiological problem within the body. That's not a mental choice of you overeating or not exercising. Like, what if we just started calling like type 2 alcoholic? Like, see how crazy I get? Yeah, he's a homeboy over there who can drink every day and go and still kind of function. He a type 1, and then homeboy that's really drunk and just belligerent, he's type 2. No, 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 no. So don't let the words get you into a place of comfort and unhealthiness to where you're just like, well, this would it be. I'll just go take some whatever it is and then deal with that. Okay? You're always going to have to do the diet and exercise anyway to be healthy. All right? We have to stop referring to it as a diet. Like, that's another thing too. Like, we eat so bad that when you see somebody eating healthy, you'd think they're on a diet. That's just not a good look. Like, we shouldn't be living that foul to where if you see a person consuming nutritious food, it looks that they're on a diet. Why would you need to be on a diet if you're just consuming nutrition, right? So like, the path is health. The path is health. I get so many people come in, they want to talk about their target weight, their goal weight, and all that stuff. And like, it's impossible to know what a target or goal weight is. Whoever gave you that number, whoever co-signed on that target weight, they sent you off. They cannot come up with that number. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. The only thing they can say is you want to be at an optimal level of health. Boom. Just like that. Everything else is going to fall into place. But to sit around and be like, oh, my target weight is this, and you trying your best to get to this magical number. Meanwhile, you crushing the whole scene from a health standpoint. Say you want to get, I'll just throw a number. Say you want to get to 140. You come from 180 and you get to like 150. And you like, yeah, I just still got these last 10 pounds to push through. And nah, man, just where you at is where you at. Just stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Your body gonna do what it need to do. We be trying to just come up with it, our own little thing to make it fit into a criteria, not knowing you've been sent off on that just to kind of make you go either buy something, whether it be clothes, whether it be food, like all that stuff is to make you go do something. It's to make you think about something. So like, yeah, let's get it. See how this works. My brother just sent a request to join the live. Let's get it. I've been waiting to do something like this with my brother because he a guy who just keep it a beansky all the time. Learned a lot from him. You know what I'm saying? So, with no further ado, I think it's about to pop off. I don't know how to do this though. Let me see. You go live with him. What's going on here? I'm not sure what's going on with this here. I'm trying to make this happen. So we're telling another 4 hours to join. But yeah, while we figure that out, I'm gonna keep talking about like they're not gonna let him join. They be hating, man. They be these little terms that they come up with, like high this and high that, low this, low that, your target rate, you need to do this. Meanwhile, like if you was just really focusing on consistently exercising every day, consuming food, like real food, like what is food, right? Like that's what we really got to hit home. What does food mean to you? When someone say like, I'm trying to eat food or I'm about to go eat some food, like what are you thinking in your mind? Huh? They won't let me accept you, big bro. I don't know, not sure what was going on here, but I'm gonna cancel it, send you an invite. Maybe you can come in once I invite you. But when you think of food, right, what are you thinking about? Food is fuel. Okay? Food is fuel. They hating on you, big bro. I'm not even sure. We got to figure this out because definitely we're going to tap in and smack them upside the head one time together. You know what I'm saying? Politely, though. Politely. And we talking about the people who out here poisoning our people through indoctrination, through propaganda, through the education, through all that. Like, it's all up now. We on everybody's top. Nobody's getting the, oh, you know what? It's cool because this is what we always been doing. Nope, not anymore. Crashing the whole scene. All right? So, food. Food is fuel. Food is fuel. All right? Like, stop looking at food to be like this taste thing. Like, I get it. We definitely do want our food to taste good. I understand that. But some of the most healthiest stuff out here is bitter and what we would call nasty. Okay? It's bitter and what you would call nasty. And it's mainly because it's not sweet. So stop looking at food as a treat. Food is not a snack. Okay? Like, y'all think everything is a snack. Like, let's get a big plate of a snack so it can taste great. No, let's get a plate of something that is nutritious to nourish my body so I can be out here functioning at a high level. That's got to be the mission. Okay? I'm watching a video of a day. Somebody threw like a massive amount. They was making these candy yams. Right? You know how our people do. We go all the way too far with it. You know what I'm saying? All the way too far. And I realized just from me doing it on myself, you know what I mean? I just roast my sweet potatoes and them joints already are sweet. That's why they call sweet potatoes. And the other ones are not called sweet potatoes. It's pretty obvious. Okay? So like, I'm not saying you can't throw no brown sugar on them, a little bit of vanilla, but like I just roast mine straight up. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy him like that. But homeboy, he throwing all this sugar, butter, more sugar and butter, and like people obviously we waking up, say like, yo, man, chill out, B. Like, you still doing that? And then I seen a shorty get in the comments, she like, and all the people who in the comments talk about this too much sugar, it's just once or twice a year. What the hell is you talking about? Smoke crack once or twice a year. See how stupid that sound? It don't make no sense. Why would you do it? If you're not doing it to any other times of the years, why would you need to do it anytime? I mean, it just don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do it. It's a thought process. That's all I'm saying. So like when we out here, if we don't correct each other, it's going to get to a point where we just continuously stuck in the same spot where we just believe in things that's been passed down to us. So that's why it's important to just speak on this stuff. This beat right here, fire. Hold up. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So don't be afraid to when someone's saying some really foul stuff about themselves to be like, yo, man, no, we're not doing that. Like I had a person talking about they was eating at McDonald's. No, it's just the pancakes though. I'm like, fam, if you see a dad, he beating up on, he got 5 kids. He beating up on, you seen him hit the first 4. Why would you assume he's not going to hit the 5th one? AKA, why do you think the pancakes is not poisonous? All right. So hopefully my interaction with him, he can think about that. Now, once again, I'm just pointing to the pond. You know what I'm saying? Look, I just point to the pond. If you thirsty, drink. If you think you already hydrated, then keep on walking. But I am going to point to the pond and let you know, yo, the next rest stop, the next pond is not a while from here. You don't know when it's going to come again. So you might want to take this information because we automatically assume that tomorrow's coming. Everybody assumed it. Lay their head down. Oh, yeah, looking at their little schedule tomorrow and next week. I'm not saying don't have, I'm not saying, right? I'm not saying don't have a plan. But damn sure count your blessings when you get up and think that it could have been it. Any moment, it could be it. I guarantee you, the people who are about to get laid out right now in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, not expected it. Over half of them. Did not expect it. It just happened. So that's why we just gotta stay right. Stay on business. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of this stuff will help you if you do have a control over it, right? If it is in your destiny and it is in your will to be moving on continuously throughout this realm for an extended amount of time, why not be doing it at a healthy level? Like if y'all had a car and you knew you had to make the car last, you wouldn't just ride it out like you do in this car here called the body. For what? So yeah, I'm telling you, stop letting these people make you feel comfortable about being unhealthy. If you're unhealthy, check yourself. Check yourself. You need to check yourself big time, real time, immediately. Because if you don't check yourself, it's going to be dangerous out here. It's going to be dangerous. There's going to be a lot of people like, yeah, I got your back. Just donate to this. Make sure you pay this. Listen to this person, right? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm not saying don't take no advice. I'm not saying don't take no advice. But if you studying out here and you learning and you on business, when you get advice, you know what's advice. You know what's advice versus regurgitation from the General Education Board of North America. Because there's a big difference between someone giving you some real advice and giving you regurgitation from the General Education Board here. Big difference. Major difference. Major. So know the difference. Know the people. Okay? Respect everybody. Respect everybody. But don't let them tell you nothing that don't make no sense. And just bow down humbly. Don't get into no arguments with these people. You're not here to argue. Remember, just here to point to the pond. If he don't want to go, he ain't thirsty. She ain't thirsty. It's okay. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I know how the pond works. You know what I'm saying? I know it's going to be parts of the pond that I ain't seen. Somebody going to walk up and be like, yo, the water on that side is a little bit more clear though. Yeah, because it's freshly coming off the rocks. Go there. I'm going to go check it out. We be so stubborn. No, I like the muddy water right here. It's just good enough. So yeah, man. Black epidemic. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. I'm telling you, black epidemic. Check it out. I'm telling you. I'm not sure why they're not talking about this. Why so-called black people ain't talking about this, doing so-called Black History Month. This is a powerful documentary. It's a very powerful documentary. It breaks it down to a very elementary level. It explains to you clearly why we don't know most of the stuff that's going on out here, why we so confused. But what you are going to have to do is you're going to have to just get over all the stuff you've been told. That's what you're really going to have to do. And that's the tough part. I understand that. I had that issue happen when I was getting on when I first got on this path, like I always was kind of suspect about Christianity anyway, but like I always had a connection with a higher being. I mean, like I had that feeling, but like I had devoted a lot of time into it though on some real. You know what I'm saying? Like going to church, my grandma made me go, things like that. Like when you find out all that time you put into it was like bogus. And when I say bogus, meaning like the way they was interpreted to you to steer your mind off into a place of like need instead of a place of self ability or self awareness. That be like you be like nah, not past the goldfish. No, he wouldn't do that. No, nah, he wouldn't do that. Not Bishop 10%. They wouldn't do that to me, wouldn't they? You know what I'm saying? And some of it be unknown. But just believe the top of it, they know. They know. They know. Spinning you right around. They know it. You know what I'm saying? When I found out that I wasn't a so-called African American, because once again, it had been drilled and beaten to my head so much. It was a strong attachment. Black and I'm proud. going back to Africa, going home. Yo, that was a shocking one right there. And like, I'm looking at census records. Shout out to my Aunt Dink. She did hard work. We're not talking about spitting the tube, rub your lips. We're talking about records, writings. You know what I'm saying? We back to like the 1600s. Ain't an African on there. Everybody indigenous. Everyone's here. You know what I'm saying? So like, at least at that point, we got to see some type of somebody robbing from somewhere if it's really popping off, which it definitely, obviously, now that I know, I get it. But during that time of realization, it was tough. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying coming to a place of understanding that everything you've been taught is a lie, pretty much. That's definitely difficult. And it sounds like everything. Yes, B. Everything. 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 Where am I? Listen. 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 You might not know it, right? But this right here is the biggest trap. This is your biggest trap right here. This right here ties you to all the frauds they running. It ties you to all the frauds they running. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just learning all this too. I'm just, listen, you know how it is. We from the same family. If somebody doing something and you seeing it happen to your family members, you sounding the alarm and you letting everybody in the house know, watch out for so-and-so, this is what they on. So I'm telling you right now, get the book. Look, download this book. It's free. Download it, okay? Download it. You just go on a Google search. Type in Meet Your Straw Man PDF, okay? Meet Your Straw Man is the title of the book, PDF. Put that right there behind it. It'll make it easier. Download that, all right? It'll break it down real clear, very clear. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I ain't got my thumb drive in right now. Hold up. Give me a second. I'm going to put it in because I'm going to show y'all. Like, this is stuff that we just don't know. They don't teach us. This is just basic stuff. Like, if you get pulled over by the policy enforcers, right? These people don't really have the jurisdiction to be doing this stuff in the first place. You know what I'm saying? They just don't. No disrespect to any of them. Not. But we're just speaking realistically, right? You give it to them because it's called acquiescence. Because you don't even know. You're saying things that is putting you in a place of wardship, citizenship, all types of just dangerous places that you don't want to be, but you don't even know you're there. Why is that? Because you done went through 12 years, probably additional 4, maybe even an additional 4 after that, and they've never taught you civics. Never, ever, ever, never. Not in the John D. Rockefeller public school system. Never, ever, 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 ever. Listen, fam, I'm telling y'all, it's so easy. Look at all these books I downloaded, okay? Have I read them all? No. Have I skimmed through a lot of them? Yes. Okay. And you can find just like sometimes you be like on a YouTube, you don't watch the whole video, but you can still catch some information from it. So like, that's kind of where you got to get with this stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? Let me find this book real quick. Meet Your Straw Man. Yo, this One World, One America series right here. One World, One America, 1 and 2, Tartarians and Moors. If you go, let me get this website for y'all right now before I forget. Because that's another crucial one. We gotta. Where is my? It is a plain truth. Let me go this real quick for y'all. I turned the music off. Wrong joint. Hold up. We ain't turning off that. My bad. My bad. Let's get cuffing season back on. All right. Because it's the problem. It's time to say goodbye. All this cuffing to just foolish stuff and traditions is just wild. So listen, a plain truth.info. Okay? Go here. My man got books for free, fam. And he's smoking them. He's not just talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's smoking them with quality information. Okay? Quality information. Quality. And he doing it for the right reason. He's not even charging, fam. So that is a plain truth .info. Check it out. All right, let's get back on this stuff. Meet your straw man. Because this is wild. Meet your straw man. You know what I'm saying? What is the straw man? You know what I'm saying? What is the straw man? What is the straw man, huh? What is that? Here we go. If no one has told you that you have a straw man, if no one has told you that you have a straw man, I am telling you right now, along with the author of this book, you have a straw man. Pay attention. All right. Then this could be a very interesting experience for you. I'm sure it is. Buckle up. Look, seatbelts on, lap bar tight, shoulder harnesses pulled in. All right. Your straw man was created when you were very young, far too young to know anything about it. But then it was meant to be a secret, as the purpose is to swindle you. And it has been used very effectively to do this, just that ever since it was created. Okay. I'm going to see how much y'all want to learn. I'm going to leave y'all with that right there. Okay. I'm going to come back and touch this a little bit more later, but I just want to see if anybody cares. Okay. See if you care about this stuff. Cause yo, watch this. Look, watch this. I can't leave y'all like that. So what is the straw man? The straw man is a fictitious legal entity created with the hope that as the child grows up, he will be fooled into believing that he is actually the straw man, which he most likely definitely is not, and pay all sorts of imaginary costs and liabilities in which get attached to the straw by con artists. Who is a straw man? How is the straw man created? Well, the mechanism involves that unnecessary birth certificate, which means the parents, right? Your birth certificate, right? Who signs that and who gets that? Who signs it away to give it to who? Why would your parents, why would your parents need to have the government's certificate of approval to have a child? Okay. You ain't even know it. All right. If the baby has been named James, haha, isn't that funny? If the baby has been named James and the family name is Martin, then you would expect the birth certificate to have the name James Martin. And you notice here, right, is James with a capital J, undercase letters, right? Capital M, undercase letters, right? Printed on it. If that is what is printed on it, then all is well, and it is a genuine birth certificate and nothing more. However, listen, however, look at your driver's license, because you might not have your birth certificate on you right now, but you probably got your driver's license. Look at it. Is it printed with the first letter capital and then the other letters lowercase? Look at it. However, if any other name is there, then the document is not a birth certificate, but instead is creation of a straw masquerading as James Martin. Masquerading as James Martin. The alternative entries might be any of the following examples. James Martin. Now notice, the James Martin is all capitals, all caps. All caps, okay? Mr. James Martin. You see, they got to put that title on there. Mr. James Martin. Martin, Mr. James, or anything else which is not exactly James, capital J, lowercase everything else, capital M, lowercase everything else, and nothing else. Why is the straw man created? Huh? Why create the straw man? The answer is, in order to charge a straw man imaginary costs and penalties
and fool the human James Martin into paying those accounts, these imaginary charges include income tax, council tax, inheritance tax, capital gains tax, road tax, import tax, value added tax, fuel levy, loan interest, bank charges, and anything else that the full-time professionals can think up and are confident that you will not notice that you never agreed to pay. You never agreed to pay and don't need to pay. Okay? You've been hit with legalese. They've been hitting you with all types of words that you don't understand. It's called legalese. It's a whole language. That's why we got to have Henry Campbell's Black's Law Dictionary. You can download that. You know what I'm saying? And it's good to have a hard copy. But fam, for right now, grab it. Look, once again, you can grab it. They got it. Okay? I got the 2nd edition. I got the 4th edition. Okay? Grab them. It'll pop right up. Get yourself a little thumb drive, about 500 gigabytes, and just let it rip. This 2,000 pages. All right? It's not that hard. Start learning what these words are that these people is constantly using on us. And we be sitting there like we really know what they talking about. All in the court, got a lawyer there. He not explaining none of the words. None of them. You sitting there looking at him, he looking at them, and no disrespect to the lawyers out there because I rock with a few of them, but a lot of them, all right, they just ate lunch with the guy they arguing with in front of everybody. Did you hear that? Because that's happening. The guy they going in there arguing with act like he don't rock with him, and he's got your back and he's rumbling with you. He just ate lunch with that guy. She just ate lunch with that guy. They just ate lunch together. They just played hoops together. They just was at each other's kids' bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs. You know what I'm saying? They all right. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. We out here in life. The rules to the game in this game of life is law, civics. You've never read the instructions. You don't even know it. You've been withheld information and you ain't even know it. But now you know it. I'm telling you, you would never go start gambling, right? Go to a casino and you don't really, at least if you intelligent. Now you a goofball, you might just go hop into a game. Oh, here, take sure, anything. Just tell me. But you're gonna go there, you're gonna look, you're gonna observe, peep the scene, ask some questions, and then you'll get involved. But not with, for some reason, we seem to think life just ride. Get in, don't look at the manual, don't check none of the rules, just go. You come into a problem, hire somebody, right? Hire somebody who worked for the people who created the game. And then hope that they help you get around the board successfully. Are you listening to that strategy? You see how we keep getting railroaded, fam? And this just ain't Moorish people. Hybrid Europeans having the same problem too. If they don't know civics. So it has nothing to do with skin tone. But it's definitely affecting us more, that's for sure. Pun intended. It's definitely affecting us more. All right, so learn civics. Learn etymology. Learn etymology. Etymology is the origin and the root of the word. So like a word black, right? Like a word black. Where my book at here? Hold up. Where the torch at? Hold up. Yo, shout out to my man, Chief Ali. Shout out to my man, Kush Day. You brothers are super inspiring, man. Giving people the confidence to come out and just beam this information out. No holds bars, right? It's time to go. Put it on the tee, kick it off. You know what I'm saying? Kick it off. Let me see if I can find this definition real quick in here. I put it up the other day, but like the word black, the etymology of that means pale, to bleach, to become white. To become white. Yo, are you black? Are you Blake? Plague? Look, I had some people tell me the other day, right? Because listen, when you don't know and you hard-headed, you think you know everything. Some people arguing me down about like what the first people look like here. They was like, nah, they was like the Mongols, and I'm like, that is not true. You can go do a quick Google search real quick, real time. That don't look like a Mongol. What are you talking about? That look like my cousin Reese. That look like my cousin Reese. What are you talking about? Dripped up. So, like, it's clear accounts who was here when they pulled up. It wasn't just, you know what I'm saying? Like, they make it seem all crazy. And another thing they do, too, they make it seem like the people who was coming over here was all Europeans. No, those were Moors. The original Europeans were Moorish. Yeah, well, I'm looking for that in here. Oh, look at this. So listen, fam, listen. Look at this ancient statue right here. Look at this, okay? He's got a fez on. Okay? You know how old that thing is? And this guy has a fez on? The word black was not even invented at this time, fam. I'm going to say this again. The word black was not even thought of at this time. You could not have been black at this moment. When your great was honored enough to put this statue, and they put a fez on his head. And if you're wondering what's a fez, that's a fez. Who's that? Oh, who's that? Who is that? Muhammad Ali. Yep, and the fez. Okay? The fez is royal headdress. You know what I'm saying? It's a national crown. You know what I'm saying? Liberty cap. Same thing. You might see it on a couple of the national flags. You know what I'm saying? Here we are. Right on time. Right on time. All right, so listen. Let's just first check out the sources first for y'all to be like, where did this come from? Okay? These all came from 1849, 1854, 1859 edition of Noah Webster's dictionary. I think he has a little bit of clout around here with words. Can we agree? Can we agree on that? He got a little bit of clout with the words? Let's agree on that. All right, cool. So let's look. The word black. Okay? Black. Bleak, pale, wan, blasian, blackon, to become pale, to turn white, to bleach, also to lighten, bleak. Yo, I'm gonna get ready to bounce, but can you start to grasp how far you've been sent off? We've been sent off. Does that right there? Does that right there give you a sense? When I say you have been lied to about everything, now do you have a better sense of what I mean? A better sense of understanding? When you see something like that in real time, real life, for yourself, that you can go validate and verify for yourself, promise that you'll think about that forever. All right? Yo, peace and love to all you Moors out there. Peace and love to all you fam. Big bro, we got to definitely make this happen together, because I know we can make this, we can point to a lot of pines. I know listen, we know where the pines is at. We know where they at. We definitely can do a lot of pointing, man. I'm looking forward to pointing to a pond with you on here one day, man. I love you. I love anybody who been on this joint, anybody who watches this video entirely. If you make it to this point, I love you. Because that means you care about yourself. That means you care about us. That means you understand I'm not just on here ripping and running, talking craziness. So stay amazing on purpose. Remember to treat yourself like the most amazing thing out there. Drop a comment. If you got something you want to learn about, something you want to hear about, I got tons of books. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a direction and we can just get it together. All right. I'm definitely gonna start doing this more. I definitely want to continue to spread this energy because it's needed. I love y'all. Peace and love. You already know. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, baby.